Back with quarter number 4 here on Lac Sports Network for quarterfinal number 3 for the European Lacrosse Championships in Budapest. Travis Eldridge back with you here on LSN, and it's Finland that wins the face-off. An opportunity to try to tie this game back up. Trailed by 3 goals twice. Has Finland down 5-2 early in the third, and then down 6-3. Later on in that third quarter, but able to fight back and a chance to tie things up here in the final quarter as Scotland comes up with the save. Save number 9 for goalie Ethan Harris of Scotland on the day. If you've looked at the possession, this has really been a one-sided game for Scotland with the exception of about a 6 or 7 minute stretch in that third quarter for Finland. But Finland able to score 3 straight goals in that 6 or 7 minutes to come back from down 6-3 to tie things at 6. That was the closest that Finland has been since 0-0. Scotland answered with a goal late in the third. And so that gets us to 7-6 at the moment. Early on in this final frame. Pasajewski's shot sails past the cage. But it's backed up by Farrington. And so Scotland maintains possession. Ryan Sage passes back up top to Pasajewski. Uses the pick from Carey, now feeds him. The pick and roll does not work in the 2-man game as Carey almost loses it. This is the type of pace we've seen from Scotland all afternoon. Vickers to Pasajewski. Down the alley, shot hit somebody. Might have hit his own guy. And it is deflected out for Finland to pick up the loose ball, but a turnover and a sliding save to keep it over midfield. It's Carey. Scotland looking to get possession back, and they do. Ian Murray scoops it up, and now Carey the loose ball. Unsettled situation for Scotland. And Farrington will settle it down with Pasajewski taking it at X. Remember, no shot clocks or stall warnings in the international game. So Scotland certainly able to take its time. On the doorstep, Farrington shot wide. But Scotland backs it up and keeps possession. Murray floats it back to Vickers. Now over to Carey. Good defense from Finland. Keeping Carey out of the alley. Sage swims, feeds behind to Farrington, now to Pasajewski. In front, shot is deflected out. But Scotland right there to pick up the loose ball, and the possession continues. Richardson dances, nudged out towards the top of the box. Now feeds across. And Scotland very content to hang on to this thing. Sage, jump shot, and it finds the corner. Scrape the ice, young man. Ryan Sage. Back to a 2-goal advantage for Scotland. Fitting for Ryan Sage to do the ice hockey celebration there. His second goal of the game. He actually grew up in Canada, in British Columbia. Finland wins the next faceoff. And about 5 minutes in to this final quarter, Finland facing a uphill climb to tie things up. And a turnover for Finland. Unforced errors there for the Finns. Scotland gets possession back. Finland has won every game in these European Championships so far, winning every game in its group stage, beating the likes of Slovakia, Poland, France, Russia, and the Netherlands. So on the way to this quarterfinal here today. Tom Gilbrook dances with it and takes it back out. Now feeds over to Carey. Carey in front of Pasajewski. Farrington saves it. And now Ross has to track down the loose ball. He couldn't, but Farrington there skying to keep it in play for Scotland. Here's Scotland's sidelines yelling to settle. That's what they do. Farrington back to Ross. Scotland looking to match its largest lead of this game. Trying to get this lead back out to 3. Pasajewski. Scotland needs to keep it in the box. Pasajewski's pass is tipped out, but he recollects. Swims out of some trouble. And fed over the top. They keep it. It's Matthew Carey still collecting it. Get passed back to Farrington, and the offensive set continues here for Scotland, killing valuable time in this final quarter as we approach 8 minutes into this fourth. At some point, Finland will certainly have to press out on these Scottish offensive players. Spinning out of some trouble, it's Tom Gilbrook as he runs all the way behind the cage and gives it back to Ross. Lots of valuable time coming off the clock as we've got a loose ball. Finland finally forces a turnover. Here they go in transition. Shot for Jokela. Sails wide. The backup, though, goes right back to Finland. So they keep possession. Alternate to trigger from the corner. He's already got a hat trick. Teaming it. Reverses at X. Now feeds back out to alternate. And around to Helminen. A look at Jimmy Weirin. Now over to Jokela. St. Hill loses it. Weirin scores! Right place, right time for Jimmy. His third goal of the tournament gets Finland back to within 1. And you see the hustle off the field after that goal. We approach the midway point of this final quarter. Running time, 20 minutes. So every second valuable for Finland as they try to come back against Scotland. A whistle. We have a hold, and Scotland takes over possession. I'm going to get it to Carey in transition. Great scoop up from him along the sideline in some traffic, and he keeps Scotland with the possession. A chance to once again run off valuable time. As we're less than 10 minutes in this game, Scotland holding on to a 1-goal lead. One of these teams going to move on to the semifinals. Shot is sailed wide. And it is kept by Scotland. One of these teams going to move on to tomorrow's semifinals to play England, the European power, winner of 8 of 9 European championships. Shot from Pasajewski, right into the cross from Usitalo. Finland gets it back. Jani Vintanen sends it back to his pole. And an important clear here for Finland. Kaisalmi looking to take a pick. Splits a couple of Scots. And he brings it across midfield and gets the offensive possession here. It's Matthias Timonen, who has 2 goals in this game, taking it at X. Back to Mr. Hat-trick, Jarno Aaltonen. Now out top to Kimi Aho. Here comes Kaisalmi. And now back at X. Is it Jacala? Jacala all the way around the outside. Shot is saved. Ethan Harris once again. But a whistle. And Finland gets it back. An important whistle. Finland keeps it. Under 8 minutes to play. Once you start to approach about the 4 or 5 minute mark, you start to get into the territory where Scotland with a long possession could ice this thing away. Instead, Finland continues to keep. As Kaisalmi draws the slide and now dances back outside. Over to Jacala. He's got a couple of assists in this game. No goals for the leading scorer for the Finns. And he is stripped. Ball on the carpet. Ground ball. And there's a push on the loose ball. White keeps it, so Finland keeps the possession. In front. Shot from St. Helen. He buries it. We're all knotted up at 8. Finland comes back to tie things up. Under 7 minutes to play in this 4th quarter. Finland, who is trailed by as many as 3 a couple of different times in the second half, has tied things up at 8 with Scotland. And the pressure right back on the Scots as we're knotted up at 8. Sage collects at the top of the box. And now back around the outside. Sage. Working against Jarno Alm at the top of the box. Nearly stripped. Now draws Mika Utila. Back around to Farrington. Finland looking to force a turnover, and they do. Koskinen picks it up. Gets it to Vintanen, and a chance for Finland to take its first lead in this game, but Jokela just slipped and lost it. And now we've got a ground ball battle. Jokela gets it back. A little redemption there, and a timeout called by Finland. Back-to-back goals by Finland has knotted things up at 8 as we have a timeout with about a few minutes left here, and it's a good time to revisit our trivia question from this game. Scottish chemist Charles McIntosh invented what article of clothing? Raincoat, Crocs, lab coat, or rubber gloves? The answer? A. Raincoat. Add a little addition of a fun fact, it's still known in Britain as a Mac. I did not know that. Learn something new every day. And so we are back here, fourth quarter. About 4 minutes remaining in this one. Finland with possession and an opportunity to take its first lead of this game. But a loose ball has got to be scooped up along the sideline. Keeping it in is Helminen, and he does, keeping it possession here for Finland. Jokela. Stripped. Picked away by Kaminsky. He can't scoop it up, though, and it's Jokela fighting hard for it, and Finland keeps it. Pass all the way back up top to Kai Salmi. Now to Aaltonen. Aaltonen been doing this all game, using his body well. Pass in front, deflected by Scotland. Loose ball, picked up by Aaltonen. Juking away with it one-handed. Physical player is Jarno Aaltonen. He's got a hat trick today. Can he make it 4? Aaltonen finally gets pushed out of the way. Kaisalmi. Shot in front, right into the cross of Harris. Harris standing tall in net once again, keeping this score tied at 8 late in the fourth. A trip to the semifinals on the line in this one, as we have a timeout on the field. Timeout for Scotland. With just about 2 minutes to go in this one. A good one in quarterfinal number 3, and one we will certainly talk about tonight in ELF Nightly. Show you can see every night throughout the European Championships, recapping all the best highlights and games of the day, and including analysis, interviews, and more. That's ELF Nightly here on Lac Sports Network, your home for the 2016 European Lacrosse Championships. Quarterfinal number 3, one of the best of the day. One of these teams going to move on to play England in the semifinals tomorrow. Somebody else is going to end up playing for a top 8 finish instead of a top 4. Shots. It looked like it almost got past Usitalo, but instead it's past the cage, backed up by Scotland. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this game. Pasajewski. Back up top to Carey. Spins. Deals to Sage. Now Pasajewski. And Carey. waiting for a good shot as a pass is intercepted by Finland. Uusitalo has it in his crease and a chance to clear and get one more opportunity at this thing. Marcus Matila passes backwards. Now Koskinen. No pressure on him as Scotland is backed off, looking to make this a very difficult outlet pass. They can't do it there. And it brings us to another timeout, under 2 minutes remaining in this one. And remember, Lac Sports Network is your home for every game throughout this 2016 European Lacrosse Championships. We've had every game available on demand or on same-day delay till this point, and we will have the semifinals for you tomorrow. We'll see whether it's Finland or Scotland moving on. For more information, head to lacsportsnetwork.com/Euros to watch games on demand and get a schedule for each day's action. We're back with the final minute of regulation here between Scotland and Finland. Finland with the possession and a chance to hold on to one last opportunity. Errant pass, kicked towards the sideline, but kept in by Kai Salmi. Here's Jokela. Finland has not led in this game. He dances behind and he's guarded tightly by Tunian. Jokela, the leading scorer for Finland, backs his way in. Tunian defends him well. Shot kind of squirts out. Not sure if it was a shot or a pass by Weirin, and it's ruled a pass, and it goes out of bounds. So Scotland with it. One more chance as time runs down, and that is the whistle, and we are going to overtime in quarterfinal number 3. Finland and Scotland. 80 minutes, not enough to decide this one. We'll be back with the overtime session here in quarterfinal number 3.